Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me and welcome to the webinar. And thank you so much for taking out your time and attending to this. Rashmi Sharma, former principal and a trainer, welcome you all on behalf of Gyan Rashmi Trainings. We uh, we are happy that we are here as a mission. It is my personal mission as well as the mission of a Gyan Rashmi Training that we organize such training programs to help in the emotional well-being of the educators specifically. So this is a small effort in that area that we can would like to help you wherever we can do. So I'm happy. Just a moment. We'll just start. We will soon welcome our resource person, presenter, Mr. Mohib, who is the happiness coach from Malaysia. He is an NLP practitioner, CBT practitioner, and a long experience in dealing with people on anxiety and stress. Please, whosoever have any question, they can write in the chat box on question answer. One moment. We just going to start it. Please bear with us a little bit. Yeah, there is some.
Hi everyone.
Hi, welcome, Mohib.
At
Can you put on
last,
your camera? We are waiting eagerly for you.
my camera is on.
Okay, okay. Okay, welcome to the training. Hello, everyone. I would request because of some technical glitch, we had to give the option of mic too, but I think you remain on mute. That will be better. Yeah, thank you everyone. Welcome and taking out your time once again. I welcome everybody. And I have already told you about Muhib, and I would request him that he can introduce himself and then we can start with the meeting. Everyone is waiting, I know. Thank you so much. Thank you
Thank you,
for your
Rashmi.
patience. Thank you.
I will tell about myself and about the workshop in a minute.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay, good. We have a good crowd today. Hope everybody can participate as well and not just sit quietly. You can ask questions in the chat, or if you have comments, raise your hand. It's an interactive workshop. It's not a one-way stream where I talk and you listen. I would really like if you guys can correct me if I miss something, or if I give wrong information, or if you want to add more to what I'm saying. You're more than welcome to raise your hand and share your thoughts. Okay, without further ado, we're gonna start our.
मीटिंग स्टार्ट होगी.
Okay, so today we are talking about teaching with heart, mental well-being in education. Even though the title is a bit wide,
अपनी लीड दे दे भाई साहब, लीड दे दे.
Just participants to please
प्रियांशी
mute
मेरे बैग में से निकाल के
yourself.
दे.
Who is
मेरी क्लास
talking?
स्टार्ट
Can you mute yourself in the crowd? I cannot see who is talking, but I will request
Pooja
everyone.
Sharma.
ये बहन.
Pooja Sharma.
Pooja Sharma, can you turn off your mic, please? Okay, done. Kindly turn off your mics. It makes a lot of disturbance. Viraj Verma, can you turn off your mic?
Hello, everyone, please listen. Due to some technical issue, we have to allow the mic because the presenter was not able to use the mic and we had to allow everybody to mic. But I will request, please put yourself on mute so that we can proceed with the presentation and what the Muhib is going to talk about. My heartiest request to everybody, please check your mic. If they are on, please put them off.
Yeah, everybody is joining with their mics on.
Come on.
All right, I think we are good for now. Okay, I continue. Teaching with heart. So this is, even though the title is a bit wide, but it's specifically for teachers and educators and whoever is involved in management or of schools or in any capacity. After the previous workshop, this was specifically requested. So we have put this together. So we'll go through why we need this and how important it is and what can we do. So the objective, okay. I forgot about myself. So my name is Mohib, the Happiness Coach. You can find me on Instagram with the same name. Who am I? Transformational CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy. And also I am a master neuro-linguistic programming and counseling, certified counseling coach, specializing in stress and anxiety management, mental health, well-being, personal growth, and breakthrough coaching. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much about me. Today our objective is to raise awareness of mental health challenges, specifically in Indian school environments, provide practical tools for managing stress and emotional fatigue, empower educators to identify, distress themselves and others, promote a culture of care and emotional resilience in schools, and help you create a personalized educator well-being plan. Okay. So first, a quick look into what is mental health. Majority of you, I'm sure, have an idea of what it is. I just wanted to briefly run through it so we are a bit more clear about it. So mental health is not mental illness. It's not about you having a brain injury or you have some kind of issue with your brain that does not allow you to function. Okay? So mental health includes emotional well-being, psychological balance, capacity to manage day-to-day stress. Okay? So I made another one for specifically to Indian context, which means balance school, family demands, handle pressure calmly. So this is specific to all of you. If it resonates, or if you want to add something, please raise your hand, open your mic, and you can share. Or you can make comments. So the first thing we will do a check is the mask that we wear. For this is for specifically for all of you. I hope you have a pen and paper. I would like you to write one emotion you frequently show at school. What is it that every day when you go to school, it's very frequent? And it shows, you show it. Okay? Write it with you. You can write it in the comments or you can write it just with yourself if you're shy, but write it down. What is it, that one emotion that you show? Not feel, show. That others can see. Okay? And also write one emotion you often hide. You feel it, but you don't show it. You hide it. You write this down. You can write in the comments, write it with yourself. Just think about it and write it with yourself. Okay, then we will look into it, why you do this and what is happening later on. Okay, are we good? Anger, a lot of anger, empathy, happy, concern. So this is showing or this is hiding? Please write in front of it. Are you showing the love or are you hiding the love? Are you showing the anger or are you hiding the anger? Okay, so this care for our children. Okay, anger, anger. I have a doubt. Anger, anger. Both are anger. Nice. Fantastic. Okay, we move forward. So keep this with yourself. We'll discuss it as things open up. You will see what's happening. Okay, so what are the invisible loads of educators? So we'll do a bit of look into why we are doing this, and then we will look into what can we do to manage it. The invisible load of educators. In India, teachers are often seen not just as educators, but as moral guides, community leaders, and even surrogate parents. So there's a lot of, with that comes a lot of pressure. Managing academic expectations from parents, school management, and CBSE or ICSE boards. Catering to large class size and limited support staff. Absorbing students' emotional traumas while masking personal struggles. Balancing teaching, administrative duties, and extracurricular responsibilities. Anything you want to add to that? Did I get it close? The loads that you all carry, PTM fights. So teachers' mental health in India. So there's some statistics that I think it's good if you all can see. 55% of school teachers report difficulty completing daily tasks due to work-related stress, emotional turmoil, with 47% acknowledging that stress negatively impacts their performance. So this number can be high, but this is what is actually reported. So if those which is not reported or who have not shared, if we take that into consideration, this percentage can possibly go higher. So in rural Andhra Pradesh, in Nadyal district, 28% of government teachers exhibited symptoms of depression, 61% had anxiety, 24% faced stress, and 38% suffered from sleep disturbances, complaining of insomnia. A study from Tamil Nadu found that 85% of private school teachers often felt anxious or stressed, and 40.7% reported sleep problems due to extended work hours. A qualitative study across various regions revealed 70% of teachers experienced emotional exhaustion, 65% saw a decline in their sense of professional accomplishments. Do you feel all these things? So there's a lot of pressure on all of you, and there's a lot of expectations. A lot of it most probably not justified, or not even might be under your responsibility, but it is put or not even communicated to you guys, but it is, you're the teacher, so you must be responsible for these things. Kind of taken by parents or by management, or just the teacher title on its own comes with a lot of responsibilities, which is actually not in the job description. So what's the landscape like in Indian schools, the mental health landscape in Indian schools? So in 2022 NCERT survey, 81% of students feel anxious about exams. Teachers often work over 50 hours per week. So when students are anxious, teachers are also anxious. Awareness is low, especially in tier 2 or 3 cities. Cultural stigma prevents seeking help. So mostly the problems is the long hours, lack of support, lack of awareness, and the stigma that prevents everybody from seeking help. So there is no proper setup, or it's looked down upon if somebody is complaining about mental health or anything related to. So, signs of distress in educators. Physical, fatigue, back pain, and frequent illness. Do you feel all this? Pooja wants to say something. Yes, Pooja, open your mic. Or was it? Pooja Sharma, you can, if you want to say something, you can open your mic and talk. Okay. I think it's Jashan says no. You don't feel any fatigue, back pain, frequent illness? That's very good. What physical symptoms do you have? Any signs, Jashan? Anybody else feels any physical symptoms or any headaches? Yes. I missed that one. That should have been the obvious one. Headaches. And anything else? Shoulder aches, neck. All right. So physically, you will have body aches, especially back pain, shoulder pain, the back of your neck, headaches. You'll feel fatigued, low energy, low appetite, and then also frequently getting ill, like you'll get flu or you'll get fever, that kind of things. Emotional. Oh, Siva Sankari says, with children, we feel very happy. Actually, we forget all our pain. Right. So where does that pain go when you forget about it? It doesn't go, right? So that can be a problem where you're neglecting your own pain and your own headache and your own for the children, you feel very happy at that moment. Once you're not with the children, what do you do with the pain? Right? So as educators, tired, feeling sleepy, frequent mood changes. Yes. You see, as education is a field where majority of the people in it are pretty much doing it by choice. They want to be educators. And this is their love, their passion. So when they're doing it, as a good friend said, that when they're with the children, they forget their own pain, they, which is the best thing. But then when you're not with them, the pain remains. You can't neglect it forever, right? You need to have some kind of support for yourself to manage those pain when you're not with the children, when you're not teaching. It's very good that you're not feeling it when you're with the children and you forget about it, but then it remains. You see, body keeps count. Your mind keeps it. You still have the stress, you still have the anxiety, you still have the fatigue. So emotionally, you'll get mood swings. You have, you're high on irritability. You get very quickly, you get emotional, or you become very reactive. You're anxious, and then you're anxious before exams. So with the children. So what happens when the kids are, when the children or when the students are anxious, they project their anxiety onto teachers, and teachers absorb it because they feel that they are responsible for it. So they carry that anxiety onto them. And then behavioral. You start procrastination, you have more absenteeism, and you become disinterested in class because it's, in the long run, you do not remain as happy with the children as you used to be in the beginning. Anything else you want to add? Mentally upset, neck ache, frustrated, frequent mood changes, tired, feeling sleepy. Yes. Right? How can you be all happy in the class if you're feeling all these things, right? So you have to wear a mask, you have to pretend to be happy. Social media addiction, yes, that can be a behavior. This is called, you're dissociating yourself from everything else and you just get lost behind your phone, just scrolling. It's called doom scrolling. Feel sad, yes, Anamika, feel sad, right? But then a lot of times you don't know what you're sad about. Okay, so, and a lot of times we also don't know how to actually name the right emotion. So we call it something else and then we behave according to that. We'll talk about it in the next slide. Classroom triggers. Overcrowded classrooms, exam pressure and syllabus deadlines, parental expectations, hierarchical staff dynamics. Anything else? Any other triggers? Anything else that triggers you? You just are the teachers, school principals. Some might be here, expecting the paperwork. marking exams, bad handwriting. You know, there can be a lot of things deteriorating personal life. Yes. Even after so many efforts, and students don't perform well. Right, right. So there's an expectation put on you to teach the students so they can perform, and you do your best, but then they don't perform. So that responsibility you take on yourself. So their failure become your failure. Sometimes management restrictions. That's right. Criticism. Digital divide. That's interesting. Digital divide between who? Rupinder, elaborate a bit. You mean the kids are more digitally advanced? Disrespect. Disrespect from who, Mohan? From teachers, from management, from parents, from students. Disrespect from who? Okay, while Mohan share with us about disrespect, let me tell you something about respect or disrespect. So, offense is actually taken, not given. You know what I mean? Nobody can offend me if I don't take what they say to be offensive. So you guys as teachers, when you feel disrespected or you feel offended, try to see how you are interpreting what is said to you or that event for you to be feeling offended or feeling respected, right? So a lot of times it's our rules, our understanding, our expectations which gets break down, and we name it that way. When you name something, then you feel it that way. So next time you feel disrespected, look at it, look internally and see, why do I feel disrespected? Where is this coming from? Is it my rule which is broken, or where is this coming from? Or I have this idea that I shouldn't be talked to in a certain manner, and if somebody did, it is disrespectful. So, but that's a different story. We will talk about it later. Digital divide between teachers and also students and teachers. Correct. Correct. All some kids have a lot of better gadgets with advanced technology, and teachers don't. And you're right. That can also cause issues. Lack of student engagement. All right. So that's another thing. You feel like students are not participating, right? So do we blame the students, or do we look into different ways to get them engaged? That's another thing that can be looked into. Like, for example, sometimes I do workshops, and I do not really get that many responses. Today, I see more responses and a lot of people are taking part. Before I had a few other workshops where there was a lot of silence. So I had to find different ways to get people to engage. So, you know, that there's a fine line to that. Notorious behavior from group of children. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I'm sure you have some procedures to manage students who misbehave or who are disrespectful, you know, and things like that. But let's move forward. Hierarchy, stress. Okay, I want to talk a little bit on what is stress and what is burnout. A lot of times it is not clear, and people think burnout is stress also. Okay. So what is stress? Do you guys know what is stress? Who knows what is stress? Don't Google it. What do you think stress is? What is stress to you? On top of your mind. No wrong answers. No answers. Ooh. Lack of participation. Stress is pressure. Nice. Okay. Welcome, Reshmi Sharma from Bluebird School. When situation is out of control, that situation is stress. So the situation is stress. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. Demanding situations. Sort of pressure. When we don't wish to participate in the event. Threats or pressure. Too much to do. No energy. Less time is stress. You know what is stress is worry. Unrealistic expectations. You see, if you all look at all these replies, you will realize that everything you're calling stress is actually external to you. It's an event. It's an event that you don't want to take part. It's worry about something. It is overthinking. It is, too much to do, no energy, less time. Threats or pressure. Demanding situations. There's a lot of things which is external. It is a kind of pressure to do something. Right. Okay. So I'll throw one thing here for all of you to remember. This will really help you, that we suffer more in our imagination than in reality itself. We suffer more in our imagination than in reality itself. Okay, so we are, if you think about everything that you stressed about in your life before this, you have 100% overcame all of them. 100%. All your worries, your stress, everything you've had about something, you have overcome it. You're only stressing about things in the future now. So check your imagination and then check it with the reality of things. And then you see what is actually stressing you and worrying you. Okay? Moments without internal happiness. Sonam Gupta. Nice. Moments is the key word here, because stress is temporary. Stress is short term. Stress, there is a lot of urgency in stress, and you feel the physical tension in your body. You get tense. You get, or you feel not having enough energy. You know, you feel it in your body. Then what's burnout then? What is burnout? Emotional approach. We are in stress when we feel like we can't handle a situation. Anamika, correct. Again, right? It's in our imagination. When we think we can't do something, we get stressed. Stress can be good if productive, but if becomes constant phenomenon affecting our even daily tasks and manifested in physical ailments, emotional turmoils, then it is a sign of burnout. So a stress can become burnout if it's not if you know, it can be good if it's productive. That's what Rupinder. Thank you for sharing this, Rupinder. So I will make it so simplify. Stress is short term. Stress, you can feel it in your body. When we get unrealistic goals, burnout is mental exhaustion. Yes, when you're mentally exhausted. Correct. Right? So burnout is something which is long, over a period of time. Okay? It is prolonged. Okay? You feel the cynicism. It's like eating you out. Your energy is high, very low all the time. You feel like, you can't do this anymore. And you feel emotionally fatigued, so much that somebody earlier said that they feel sad, but they don't know why they are sad. It is very much just burnout. Your body and your mind is so tired that now what you feel, you're calling it sad, but you don't know what you're sad about. Right? Dorti, state of emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. Right? So, but it shows it's prolonged. It doesn't come in like stress come and go. You can be stressing about the exam today, but tomorrow after the exam, you feel relaxed, the exam is over. Now your stress is about marking the exams. So the stress comes and goes, comes and goes. Burnout stays with you, okay? Because you're mental, you're physically and emotionally exhausted. Oh, let's see if this example works. So you're in a rickshaw and the stress is the honking in traffic, okay? And you're stuck in the traffic and like, bam, 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 you know? And then burnout is the stalled engine, you know, that you're like that engine which is not working properly, and it is just overworked, and it's like it's just going like that. But you know there is something wrong with it, but it's still being used, overused. Make sense? No? I try to find an example which you can relate in. If you're sitting in the rickshaw next time and you hear all the pom pom pom, because once the traffic opens and you move and you reach your destination, the stress of the honking cars or the traffic goes away. But if you're like that engine and you're, you know, you still remain in it. Correct. You can feel lonely because you have, you're working all the time, so you have no time to socialize. You miss weddings and you miss meeting, you miss coffee and chai with your friends, and then you just don't know what to do. Like teaching and class in is not listening at all. Okay? So you're teaching and the class is not listening, and everybody is just talking to each other, and you're just continuing teaching, and there is this noise. Wah, 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 wah. You think you can't do anything about it, and you're just staying there like that stalled engine. You're just going on and on, fatigued, sad, low energy, drained, mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, emotionally exhausted. So if you have any things like that, you are having a burnout, you need to check with somebody. Anybody is going through such things in here? What do you guys do? What do you guys do when you feel like that? What do you feel? What do you do when you feel burnout? What do you do when you're stressed? Correct. Yoga. All right. Listen to songs. Nice. Sad songs? What kind of songs? Talking with friends. Talk about it. Yes. Soothing music. Luffy songs. Oh, Luffy songs are what kind of songs? I don't know what's a Luffy song. Is it supposed to be Sufi song or a Luffy song? Watching movies, meditation, change your lifestyle. Nice. Good, good. So you have some things, trip with family. That can become more stressful. Trip with family for some people can become more stressful. Sleep, physical exercise, meditation, go temple, spend time with small children of my family. Nice. That's good. That's good. You all have things. Engage in enjoyable activities. So yeah, so this is really important that you have something to go to manage it, right? Be it I will go through it again, and I'll give you more things that you can do before entering a class, during class, after class. Stress management tools. First, we do awareness. So, daily emotional check-ins. Check in with yourself, or check in with someone you're close with, another teacher you're close with in school. Okay, you can check on them and they can check on you. Lo-fi songs are soft songs with soft beats and relaxing vibes. Ooh. Arijit Singh songs, is it? After okay, I'll see. Lo-fi. This is new for me. I'm too old. Thank you, Anamika, for educating me on this one. After this, I'll listen to some lo-fi songs. Ask yourself, how am I really feeling today before school starts? Okay, this is your check-in with yourself. You wake up, you sit down with yourself, and you check. How am I feeling today? Am I stressed? What am I stressed about? Is it something really that needs to be stressed about? Okay, if I'm stressed, is it something that needs stress? Then you have no choice but to be stressed. Then be stressed. You see, sometimes the situation demands for stress. Exam time is stressful times, regardless of no matter what kind of yoga, meditation, lofi songs you listen to. Exam times are stressful time. So the situation demands for stress. But instead of we feel stress, we befriend stress and go with it, because there's no way you cannot not be stressed in stress when the situation is stressful. So it's okay not to be okay. So if the situation is stressful, you have no choice but to feel stressed. So we go into fighting stress and become more stressed. So now we are not stressed about the event. Now we are stressed about for having stress. So we are going into a loop, vicious cycle of stress. Stress for having stress rather than stress for having exams. Yes, deep breathing helps. Anything which deviate our mind from stress. Absolutely. So what you can also do is actually accept that this is a stressful situation. I will feel stressed, but I will be okay. I will manage my stress. I will do deep breathing. I'll listen to some song and I will calm down and I will manage my stress. My stress is only here because in my mind, I'm worried about the exams or about the event or about the situation. Okay? Believe in yourself. Yes. Believe in yourself. You can feel the stress and still do it. Okay? Stress is our emotions are our friends. Okay? They're only here because we give them the sensations that we are under attack. We have a primitive mind. So and our brain works 100% at all times. So it comes to protect us. So we go into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn state, response state, and then we feel all these things. So you feel stressed in a stressful situation. It you cannot be happy in a stressful situation. Pragati Bakshi. But if the situation giving stress is same, then whatever we do, stress will be there until we change the situation. Correct. So remember, stress is short term, right? So the situation will most probably will be a short term. Exam period is short term. Okay. But if it's a prolonged every day, something is giving you stress, then you need to change that situation. You need to look into it. You know, maybe the environment is toxic. Maybe you're getting bullied by someone, or you're getting, you know, what is happening. And then trust your action, love your work. But for that, you have to tune our mind for positive things. Correct. But also, positivity comes with acceptance. You cannot just be all positive, then it becomes a toxic positivity. So you need to be careful with what, you're going all positive, suppressing all your other emotions, which can burst out in the wrong place on a wrong person. You get triggered and you blast. Okay? So being positive is good, but being realistic and accepting the situation is also good. It's a sad situation. I can be positive about it, but I'll still feel sad. But so it's okay to feel sad. Feel your emotions. Next. Mood diaries using local terms. So, okay, why I said local terms? Because different people have different ways of communicating with themselves. It can be in their own language. And I know India is very vast with a lot of different languages and dialects. So you find what is local to you. Okay? If it's Hindi, if it's Tamil, if it's Malayalam, if it's Punjabi, if it's, you find your language, which is local to you, okay, which your mind, the language that you think in, that's your language. That's your local language. So check with yourself, what language do you think in? And then in that language, you start a diary. What language do you dream in? That's your local language. Welcome, Monica. Be a constant learner. Yes, we all need to be constant learner, because we don't know what we don't know till we know. And the more we know, the more we realize that we don't know. So use local language or symbols. If you have difficulty writing, or if you think writing is difficult for you, you can just make a smiley. How do I feel today? In the morning, I felt like this. In the evening, I feel like this. An emoji sign is very easy. Now you can have mood diaries on your phone, and you can use all that. Welcome, Ria. Welcome, Preeti. Welcome, Poonam. Correct. Writing your thoughts on a paper helps you reflect, helps you see what you're thinking. Because a lot of times we are very much lost in our mind. You see, in one day, we have 60 to 80,000 thoughts in our mind. 60 to 80,000. And from this, 92 to 98% of our thoughts are either about the future or the past. So we are basically 2% to 8% of the time in the present. So mentally, we are constantly thinking about the future or the past. So when you write things, when you put your thoughts, you will see what you're thinking and you'll get out of your own head. Say, what am I thinking? And then it's like, why am I thinking like this? Okay, this is about the future. And why am I so negative about the future? What am I stressing about? It will help you. It will really help you see your own thoughts so you can reflect. Name it to tame it. Okay, so this is very important. This is called emotional literacy, basically. Okay, there's a lot of talk about emotional intelligence, but there is not too much talk about emotions, emotional literacy. But how do you become intelligent if you're not literate? So a lot of you in the beginning named your emotions, and you said anger and frustration and all these things, right? But have you ever checked if you're actually feeling that emotion, or you're feeling like that because you're naming that emotion like that? Okay, so it's, they say emotional intelligence and then you become self-aware. Actually, it's emotional literacy, then emotional intelligence, then self-awareness, and then you move to social intelligence and social awareness, and then social change, right? So we all want to do something socially for our communities, for everybody, but we ourselves are not grounded enough in our own emotions, so we are not self-aware enough. That's why we feel, we get triggered so fast and we become reactive. We do not respond, but we react. We see things, we name it, pam, we go, right? So try to name your emotion right. And if, for example, when you say anger, majority of the time, maybe 99% of the time, anger is never anger. Anger can be, irritation, annoyance, frustration, disappointment. But when, like here, naming the emotion reduces its power. So but you name it right, when you change what you're calling anger to frustration or disappointment, you will feel that your body will respond with lower intensity. Try it next time. Try, if so. Okay, I'm going into emotional literacy, but I think it's important. So we have two layers of emotion. We have primary emotions, and then we have secondary emotions. What's really bothering us most of the time is the secondary emotions. But well, we go with the primary emotion, which we name. So you say you're angry, and then when you say you're angry, then you have no choice but to respond angrily, feel the anger, and behave angrily. But if you can step down and you can see actually what you're feeling is frustration or annoyance or irritation or disappointment, you will see that it's coming from somewhere else. You're disappointed that your students are not paying attention to the lecture you're giving. But you're saying that I'm angry, so you behave angrily. Okay, so this is what you do. Simple trick. Next time you say you're angry, try to name it 3 more times. So you write down and circle anger, and then you try to name what else you might be feeling. Can it be frustration? Can it be, disappointment? What else can it be? So you will, the more you dig, the more you will see that it's going somewhere else. And then the why of it will also come, that you also have this belief towards it, that when I'm teaching, students shouldn't be making noise and they should pay attention. And if they are not doing it, they're being disrespectful. And so there's a whole lot of things that is going on at the back of your head, which is leading to how you are interpreting it, your emotion, you're naming it like that, and you're behaving that way. So naming your emotion can be one of the key to manage yourself, your emotional well-being. Traffic light exercise, okay? Well, this is what you can do. Green for calm, yellow for stressed, red for overwhelmed. So this is for you, how you're feeling, to communicate with yourself. Green today, yellow today, red. Okay? These are all your own check-ins with your own self. Every day you can do this. Okay? Emojis, absolutely. Nowadays, all this is easy. So you need to use all this to communicate with yourself. Said in the morning, how do you feel? Do I feel? Then you communicate. How you communicate. Okay, what am I feeling? What am I thinking? Okay, so all this will make it easier for you. Next. So first was awareness. So we check in. We see where we are, what we are feeling. So now then we move to regulation. Box breathing. Somebody said breathing earlier. So there are different types of breathing. So one is called box breathing, where you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold for 4 seconds, you exhale for 4 seconds, and then you hold again. So you repeat this a few times. Okay, to relax yourself. Then there is 4-7-8 breathing. So this one, for people who do yoga, 4-4-4-4 is easy to do. For people who, I don't know, have less breath, it will be easier. For those who have better stamina, they can do 7-8, 4-7-8 breathing. So you inhale 4 seconds, then you hold for 7 seconds, and then you exhale for 8 seconds. This is best before you enter the class. Before you reach, you stand, and then you hold for 7 seconds, and then you exhale for 8 seconds. This will help you calm your minds. You see, we have something in front of our brain which is called amygdala. This goes up and down like this, like a heartbeat. So every time you're stressed, you will feel your head boom, 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 boom. It's your amygdala going like that. So when you do these breathing, it calms it down. It relaxes you. It creates a space between your thoughts and your action. Okay? So that space gives you room to think and change and reframe your thinking. Okay? So breathing is key. I've always heard about breathing since I was young from our elders. They would say, breathe, 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 relax, breathe, 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 breathe. But like, okay, so what will it do? Now I understand actually breathing is one of the key exercises when you're stressed, when you're emotional, when you're feeling things, so it can create space and relaxes your amygdala. Medically, it calms you down, you feel less stress, you reframe your thoughts, you name your emotion better, and you can continue in a better way. Drink a glass of water. Yes, absolutely. Did I miss anything? Emojis. Yes, ultimate reduce the emotions. So, okay, one other thing, there is no controlling of emotions. Please take control out of your dictionary when you're talking about emotions. Emotions are to be understood and managed, okay? Not controlled. We constantly are chasing to control our emotions and failing miserably and getting even more emotional because we are not able to control it. So emotions are to be understood and managed. So naming them, understanding them, and then managing them accordingly will go a long way. Otherwise, you can do all the yoga you want. Momentarily, you will feel better, but you will go into the same environment and you will be all over the place again. Okay? Understand, manage. Good evening, Radha Sharma. Okay, another thing. So this one, 4-5-3-2-1 technique is actually majorly used when you have a panic attack. So a lot of time we do not understand what panic and stress is, or you feel like you can't move, you're actually in a panic state. So one of the best techniques, which is extremely difficult when you're highly stressed and you're panicking, is to laugh, but it is extremely difficult. So you do this 5-4-3-2-1. So what does that mean? It means you see 5 things and you name it. Okay? See 5 things, and name it. Here four, so you're using all your senses, okay? This is a technique for you to break away from the thoughts, creating space again, calming down amygdala. So you're distracting yourself using all your 5 senses, okay? So you see 5 things and you name it. You hear 4 things and you name it. You um, smell 3 things, you touch 3 things and you name it. You smell 2 things and you name it. And then you taste 1 thing and you name it. Okay? So a lot of times you can be in a situation where you have nothing to taste. You can just think of a happy memory. You can think of an event, or someone who can make you happy, or something like that. Okay, if you cannot find anything to taste, if you can find something to taste and you can name it, it will really help. So 5-4-3-2-1. And the sixth thing that you can do is walk for a bit from that situation. Just take a quick 2-minute walk, do the your 5-4-3-2-1 and come back. Okay, so use your surroundings. In the classroom, you can fan, the sound of the fan, the school bell, the smell of chalk. It can be a lot of things, okay? But depending where you are, you use your 5 senses to calm yourself down, create the space between your thoughts and your reaction, and reframe things you'll get the ability to rethink what you're thinking, and then your body will respond to it while you're doing the breathing. Okay, breathing is key. Breathing has to happen. Walking on green grass, yes. Okay, walking on grass without shoes, huh? Otherwise, otherwise you're just killing the grass. So walking on the grass barefoot, this is called getting grounded, actually grounded, but that not a lot of people, some people don't like it. So it whatever works for you. So you need to find your thing, what works for you. Okay? And I keep on repeating, but I think there's something people forget. Do not fight your own emotions. Let it come. Embrace it. These are your emotions. They don't own you. You own the emotion. So you manage them. They're coming here to protect you because you're giving them the sensation that you're under attack. So breathe. Understand. Okay, what are you saying? What is this? Stress? Okay, what are we stressed about? Okay. So the situation is stressful. It demands for stress. Okay, but I'll be able to manage it. We will go through it. We'll be fine. It's temporary. Stress is temporary. Okay, take mini breaks, step into corridor, drink a cup of chai, call a friend during a break. So I'm questioned a lot about what is this happiness coach? You know, happiness is nothing. But for me, I think happiness is the most ignored emotion. Have you ever gone and seen a counselor or a doctor because you're too happy or you're happy? No. But if you're stressed and you feel anxious, you you go talk to your friends and you talk to your parents and talk to your husband and wife, or go see a therapist, pay for it, and attend workshops to how to manage my stress and anxiety. But you never even think twice what makes you happy so you can do more of that in your life. So I'm asked, okay, how do I have happiness in my life on daily basis? So daily basis, you can find your own 3 to 5 things that can, remember, the 98 to 92% of the time we are thinking about the past and the future. Our happiness is when we are in the moment. So have tea without thinking and just be with the tea, taste the tea. Okay, take a walk on green grass if that's what you like for 5 minutes. It keep these things, 3 to 5 things that can be your go-to things when you feel stressed, when you feel anxious, when you feel emotional. You need a bit of distance. Do little chit chat. Yes, do little chit chat. Okay, do a little, whatever works for you. Do a little chit chat. Do a little, listen to, what was it? Lo-fi music. Yes. Do the lo-fi music, or whatever works for you. Do a bit of that and just allow yourself to be in the moment. Okay. And then go back, but also accept that some things are like this, and then you see and think about how you can change things, how can you manage things, how can you communicate things so you can get a better reply, because the meaning of communication is in the reply. How how you are communicating that the other person is replying in that way. So that reply shows how you have communicated. So maybe checking your own way of communication can help you also get a better reply. Spend time with nature, spend time with the little kids, help me do this de-stress. Yes, that's nice, Pragati. I paint with my son. Amazing. That's the really good thing. Painting is very calming, especially if you do it with your kids and get them involved. Okay, next. Okay, identifying student distress. Okay, so look, since teachers very connected with students, it goes both way. They take on each other's. If a teacher comes into the class all stressed and angry and upset and emotional, it projects onto students. But if the students are carrying the same thing, it projects onto teachers. So you have no running away from that. So student silence from normal talkative students. So sudden silence from normally talkative students is a sign that you need to keep an eye on. Over compliance or fear of punishment. Excuses to miss school, headache, stomach pain, all this. But I think these things are something that you can keep an eye on. Confiding more in teachers than parents. That's also another sign. So these are something that you can identify in students that can and help them with their issues. But this is key. Like how you, as a teacher, I understand that we feel very responsible towards the students. We feel that everything they do, their result, their health, their mental health, their life is our responsibility, right? Najmus Seher. Yes, thinking about things that makes you happy is really, really good. But doing things that makes you happy will make you even more happy. So it's important that you're responding without absorbing. What does that mean? Let's take a look. So showing empathy versus getting overly involved, right? Being there, listening to them is showing empathy. But getting overly involved and trying to fix their life can be very emotionally exhausting. Avoid trying to solve every student's issue yourself. You are not responsible to be resolving every student's issue because you're nice and they come and they open up to you. So you feel responsible to solve those issues. But a lot of times students, even they come and talk to us, or not even students, overall, people come and tell us things because we are good listeners, we are teachers, you know, we are looked upon in that way. But a lot of times people really don't want a solution. They just want to tell you things. They just want to share. So listening is good. Asking better questions for them to think and actually take the right action is something that you can help, or direct them to the right people will be more helpful to you and to the student also, because you are simply not the expert in everything. But pretending or trying to be an expert because you feel responsible to help and solve each and every issue, can actually be more damaging. Right? Right. Pushpita, so well said, so true. It's so simple to be happy, but so difficult to be simple. Okay, so responding without absorbing. Okay, not losing your sleep. Oh, what he will be doing at home? Where is he sleeping? The student, what's happening? And for all you know, he just shared or she just shared, and now she's living her life and she's okay, but she just wanted to share something with you. But now you're absorbing all her issues, and now you're losing your sleep. Oxygen mask rule. Do you know what's oxygen mask rule? Who knows oxygen mask rule? Think about all the things that makes us happy and do some of the things that makes you happy also on daily basis. You know, giving yourself time. You'll get to that also. So, oxygen mask rule is you can't help a drowning student if you're drowning too. So if you're flying, you will be told that if in case of emergency, you put on your own mask first before you get to other people, because you need to be breathing properly to be able to help others. Okay, don't try to help them while you need help yourself. So oxygen mask on you first. Oh, Pragati Bakshi, I don't know Hindi. So I have to translate this. I can only speak. I cannot read Hindi or Sanskrit. Oh, by the way, I'm from Afghanistan, but I live in Malaysia. But I can speak English, Urdu, Arabic, Malaysian, English, French, and some other. Same as you said. Okay. Okay. Okay, I translate it to myself later. So oxygen first on self before them. So if you are stressed and if you are overwhelmed and if you are burnout, you are no help to any student. Boundaries matters. Okay, so creating some boundaries is very important, because otherwise you will get overwhelmed, you will be pushed, you will be, give overworked. So you need to understand when to say no to students, to parents, and to management. Refer serious issues to school counselor or principal. Do not do it yourself. This is your boundary to you. If the matter is that serious, direct them to the right channel so they can get the proper help. Okay? You be the teacher. Don't become a parent. Don't become a counselor. Don't do the principal's job. Do teacher's job. Scripts. Okay, so these are the scripts for you when you talk to students. You can tell them that I'm glad you told me let's talk to someone who can help you more. So you're not rejecting them. You're telling them that, look, I hear you and I'm here for you, but the counselor can actually help you better because that's her job. That's what she does professionally. Okay? You can always come and talk to me, but an actual help will be given to you by the counselor. It's okay to feel this way. I'm here to support you, and so are others. So you are not limiting yourself as a support to that person. Okay, you're mentioning that there are other people who can also help you. So the student most probably will ask, what, so are others? Who are others? So then you can say there's the principal and the counselor and all this, and we can keep it between ourselves, but you can get the right help. Maintaining appropriate distance. Yes. Transfer stress. Don't stress up while solving others' issues. Yes. Correct. Don't go helping others when you are already struggling yourself. Take it as positive challenge. Don't stress up while solving others' issue. Transfer of stress. Yes. Correct. So stress can be transferred. You need to be careful. Okay? Otherwise, you'll feel fatigued. You're taking on so much. Okay. Let's move a bit faster. So again, now, morning check-ins, morning staff sharing circles, mental health boards. So this is creating supportive school culture. So this is internally what you can do in your each schools. So you can create a supportive school culture where you can have morning check-ins with each other. You can have staff sharing circles every morning, check everybody, how's everybody, what's happening. So you can, share, I'm stressed about this, or I'm struggling with this. So, you can help each other. You can have a mental health board where you can, put things, tips, you can put some, different things which can help with the mental health. Then sharing well-being tips during assemblies in the morning. So if somebody is not even sharing and gets some tips, can hear it and go and do something about it. Then encouraging open door policies with head of departments or principals. For teachers and staff, it really helps if they know that they can reach out to head of departments or principals whenever they want. That there's an open door policy, they can walk in, and if they're available, or they can make an appointment and come back and see them, or at least leave a note that I need help, and they can talk. Promote it's okay not to be okay. There, as I said it earlier, right? Tell yourself, tell your colleagues, tell even your students, it's okay not to be okay. You cannot just be okay all the time. You will feel things. Hello, Arundhati Mukherjee. It's not easy to respond without absorbing. Absolutely, it's not easy. Okay, that's what you need to practice. You're used to something now. Now you're So the better system you can bring in managing these things, the less you will absorb. Okay? Nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. Okay? In life, there is nothing that is easy. You will sometimes eating is difficult, sometimes stopping yourself from eating is difficult, sometimes sleeping is difficult, sometimes waking up is difficult. So everything is actually difficult. So nothing is easy. So you need to find in how to manage things within that. So if you have a better system, then you will absorb less, but you will direct them to the right people to help. Set a positive tone. Tone for the day. Yes, set a positive tone for the day. We have counselors in our schools to deal with such situations. Yes. So it's good that you can direct them to those counselors. It's okay not to be okay. It's a great song. Is it a lo-fi song, Anamika? Absolutely correct. Okay, it's okay not to be okay. Right. Motivational song. Okay, so no lo-fi. All right, I'll try to find it. It's okay not to be okay. So it's okay not to be okay. Feel stress. Don't stress for feeling stress. Okay? You can be stressed. Situations are stressful. Exams are stressful. You're teaching and the class is not paying attention. It's stressful. Managing 40, 50 students is stressful. So you need to manage the stress, not fight it. Forget the personal problems when you come to school and forget school when you come back to home. Thus, you will be able to have to be happy and make others happy too. If you can do that, that's really good. If you can manage your work at work and you at home work, manage home at home, then it will be really, it can really help. Okay, so fantastic, Tangam. You need to maybe do a workshop to teach everybody how did you do that. Well done. Right, so one thing again, like how Tangam said, and he has achieved it, it will need discipline, it will need self-discipline, it will need creating boundaries with yourself, saying no to self before saying no to others, and understanding, okay, schoolwork finish, home time starts, so let's not overlap it. Mindfulness practices like meditation, deep breathing can also help reduce anxiety and improve focus. Absolutely. Absolutely. The more mindful you become, the more things will make sense. The more you'll be better in managing your thoughts, then with that managing your emotions and your reactions. Okay? So you can be intentionally mindful. When you're eating, nowadays, when we are eating, there's a screen in front of us, and our phone is on the side, and we are talking, and we don't even know what we really ate, but we, so put things away, put your phone away, turn off your screen, focus on the food, or if you're talking to someone, look at them in the eye, put your things away, understand what they're saying, don't listen to reply, listen to understand, right? A lot of times we're listening so we can reply. So we have our answers halfway. When they're halfway with the sentence, we already know what to answer them. So be mindful, intentionally be mindful. Small steps are also progress. Absolutely. Every small step is progress. You being here today is a step, and it is progress. We should focus on moving forward, however slow the pace be. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. The one thing that is constant in life is change. We are constantly changing. You're currently not the same person as who you were before you came and joined this workshop, because whatever you have learned here, if anything, it has already start something in your mind to help you think things differently. Okay? Acceptance of things. Only constant thing is change in this world. Absolutely. Exactly. And the one change that we are constantly changing, but we also, how we see ourselves is not that changed person. We are constantly refer ourselves. Who we are is referred based on how we do things or what we do. Right? So when you do things like that, your operating rules become overtaking, overpowering. Find the joy in moments. Yes. Next. So hold mental health wellness meetings once a month. This is also part of everybody working in schools. Acknowledge teachers' emotional efforts, not just the result, including well-being in staff performance goals. Introducing open suggestions, system for emotional support policies. These are strategies for school leaders. I don't know why that didn't come first. Okay. This is for all the leaders in schools, or things that you can suggest to your schools that can be part of, your staff performance. The mental well-being how is also be part of your performance goals, and your emotional efforts are recognized. There are more room given for mental wellness, having monthly meeting besides your daily 5-minute check-ins. Okay. Okay, what can you have? Teacher buddy systems. So each teacher can have another teacher in the same school as the buddy, where they can check on each other and give each other the support they need. WhatsApp well-being group. Okay, so there's a lot of groups. I'm sure everybody's tired of WhatsApp groups. And now I'm suggesting to have another WhatsApp group for well-being. Accept the people, situation as they are, and try to adjust in that this positive way. Correct. So checking yourself, but it doesn't have to be always just positive. Having it more realistic is better than using always forcing yourself to be positive. Okay. I say the foundation of happiness is allowing unhappiness. You cannot always be positive. Sometimes, the situation demands for some negativity, so be negative. But understand that why you're being negative, and then you be done with it, and then go to your positivity. Okay. Tangam says, informal talk with students, parents, and teachers is very important. Absolutely. You need to have chit chats. You need to get them involved. You need to understand and, help them also. The environment where you teach also matters a lot for the mental wellness of the teachers. Absolutely. The environment is key, and that environment needs to be managed by the teachers and the management. They need to work together to create a better environment. Okay? The foundation of happiness is allowing unhappiness. It's okay not to be okay. If the situation is sad, you will feel sad. The situation is stressful, you will feel stressful. You feel the stress. So feel the stress and manage that emotions accordingly. Don't try looking for happiness when the situation is all sad. You have, you know, um, you're leaving the school or you're joining a new school, or there's exam times, or your student failed a subject, all will bring out emotions which is actually relevant, which is justified. You manage it accordingly. Okay, somebody said something. Being a good listener can help your buddy teacher to overcome the phase. You don't necessarily need to come up with a solution. Absolutely. Exactly what I said earlier. Not everybody share things looking for answers, looking for advice, they just want to share. So just listen. And maybe you can ask them, do you need my help? I'm here if you need my help. Do you need my advice? Or do you just want me to listen? Just be open, especially if you're buddies. So you need to be able to have that much conversation with each other, right? Offer help, non-blaming situations. Correct. But start, Monica Sharma, thank you for that. But start that with yourself. You see, majority of the time, we are not non-blaming with ourselves. We are blaming ourselves for a lot of things. We are very harsh on ourselves. We are not kind with ourselves. So we are kind to everybody outside, but not to ourselves. Okay? So being kind to yourself is very important. Don't forget yourself. Oxygen mask on self. So be kind to yourself. Use better, kinder words to yourself. Non-judgmental, yes. Accept yourself and all your emotions. Correct. Okay. But then name the emotions right. Remember, don't go with the primary emotions. Understand the secondary emotions and the belief you carry towards it. So WhatsApp well-being group, it's up to you. I want something that relaxes you rather than stressing you more. Monitoring systems for new staff. Okay. Mentoring systems. So new staff come in, a more senior staff can be buddy with them to help them settle down, to help them understand, okay, the system and everything. Weekly 5-man, how are you feeling? Check-ins. Okay, just check in with each other. So there's the peer support points that you guys have, or you can add to it if you have more. Don't judge. Don't judge. Absolutely. Don't judge. But then we all judge. So don't judge. Emotions are the gist of being human. Absolutely. You cannot not have emotions. Emotions will come. Emotions are our friend. So you understand them, then you manage them. You allow them to come and you pass. Okay? Let them, ask them what you want. And then they say, you brought me here, you are going, what's on your mind? Clear that up. And then you say, oh, okay, sorry. I'm okay. I got this. Relax. Nurture appreciation culture in school environment. Yes, Pragati. Create a friendly environment. Absolutely. Otherwise, the emotions will be bursting out someday. Yes. If you suppress, will come out in the wrong place, at the wrong people, and you will regret it totally. Celebrate small wins in classroom. Yes. Celebrate small wins outside classroom, inside classroom. Everything, every small thing, matters. Recognize it, own it, take ownership and being accountable for our actions and decisions. Correct? Take ownership and being accountable for our actions and decisions. But remember, be kind to yourself. Okay? Taking ownership and responsibility does not mean you go beat yourself down. Understand that you are a fallible human being living in an uncertain world. You will make mistakes. Okay? We learn or we win. So learn but be kind to yourself. Colleague support during ups and downs. Live the life up to the fullest in every situation. Okay. Collaboration rather than competition. Okay. Need cooperation. Yes. Take care of psychological safety, self-esteem of each and every stakeholder in school. Absolutely. So for these, you need to create environment, you need to create systems, you need to have all these buddy groups, buddy system, and weekly 5-minute check-ins and other small things. You guys can sit down and talk in your schools to create and have that system in place, support system. Keep thank you notes or drawings from students to uplift you. That for some people that works. Okay, feeling appreciated by the students, but you also need to appreciate yourself. Need to know what you do is good enough. But if you're looking for validation externally, then that will hurt you. So you need fine lines. Keep appreciating efforts, positive affirmations. Yes. Next. So reflection activity. So what area of my well-being have I ignored? This is for you to ask yourself. After all that we went through, what area of your well-being have you ignored? Do you know? Make each other feel heard and valued. Absolutely, Umesh. Did this, I must protect my heart and appreciate myself first. And then only I can support my colleagues as well. That's right. That's the mask on self first. Okay, now tell me what area of your well-being have you ignored? No negative comments in the classroom. On physical health, Shirin Qureshi. Yutsna, physical and mental exhaustion. Gossiping, physical and mental health, right? Social connections, personal relations, believe in myself, chattering, work and life balance. Plan your day the night before, just 5 to 10 minutes of preparation can prevent chaos. That's true, Monica. Emotional awareness. Hobbies and interests. Right. Family time. Wow. So, what is next question? What is one small change you can make this week? So this is for you. What is one small change you can make this week? Wow, time is gone. It's 2 hours already. Sorry, guys. I still have a lot more to give you. I have to give you a plan after this. I'll go quick. Okay, quick. Creativity is overlooked. To catch the benchmarks set by others. What is one change you can make? What is one change you can make this week? Write it for yourself. Write it in the comments. Make note of it and see why you are not able to do it if you can't do it. Take small steps to open up without fear of judgment and judging others. Nice, Rupinder. Prioritize self-care, enhance productivity. Okay. Okay, while you type all this, I move to the next slide. Be cheerful and look beautiful. Nice. Will manage my stress in a positive way. Okay. 10 minutes to self-reflect of self-reflection session every early morning. Nice, Pankaj. Focus on physical health. Taking steps to creating balance between professional life and personal life. Nice, Seema. Break the cycle of rushing. Be honest to yourself. 478, breathing. Yes, well done, Pooja. Well, try to be focused. You know one thing, what is missing? Why is nobody saying that I'll be kind to myself? Be kind to yourself. This one I'm throwing on you, all of you. Be kind to yourself this week. Try to catch yourself, Be kind. Okay? All of you, be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Appreciate nature's beauty. Be honest. Be brave. Fantastic. So, but this one you need to do. Be more specific on how specifically, but your own things. Okay? Okay. Next. So, this is well-being plan. So, what are my red flags? So, you need to sit down and write down what are my red flags. Sleepless nights, short temper, isolation. What do I do? What is my red flag? And what is my coping tools when I see my red flag? Okay. Prayer, deep breathing, nature walk, music, like how you said, right? But now you have a plan. You put it in a plan. So it's on top of your head. You can be mindful about it. You can see yourself. Oh, I'm being short-tempered. I'm feeling irritated. I'm procrastinating things. However you feel, what is your red flag? And then with that, you have a coping tool. Okay, what do I do? Deep breathing. Or I go pray. I go for a walk, like how you said, right? Then who are your people? Colleague, friend, spouse. Where do you go? Or a therapist or a coach, or where do you go? What do you do? One boundary I'll protect. What is that one boundary you will not You will always protect regardless of no matter what. For example, no calls after 9 p.m., no work on Sundays. So you like, who was it who was saying school work in school, after school, no school work. Always available, Shirin. So you can't say no. You're always available. Why are you always available? What's your fear? What happens if you're not available? Ask yourself. Or you can talk to me separately if you want on Instagram. Mohib, the happiness coach, you'll find me on Instagram. Just one word. All of you, you can connect with me if you need to have a chat. Okay, free of cost, no charges. I give one free session to everybody. You're all more than welcome to connect with me, and we can have a session and discuss if you need some clarity on what's going on with you. Yes, stay calm, do deep breathing. Same here, an ability to say no. I think we all of you who can't say no, we need to talk. Connect with me. Bringing schoolwork to home is my red flag. Self-organize. Don't say no. Comparison is red flag for me. Wow, okay. Procrastination. Sonamji, connected. Connect with me. Difficult to say no. That's my red flag. I'm unable to type in the chat. I'm blocked. But my Insta is the same as my name. One word, Mohib, the happiness coach. Nice, Sangam. Step into home as a family member, not a teacher. Don't be available for school all the time. Life is a war. Do not wait for reward. Coping tool, gratitude. Yes, gratitude. Sonamji, thank you. Gratitude. If gratitude, you can even have a diary for gratitude. What are you thankful for today? Okay, it will help. Resources, apps, Inner Hour. There's an app called Inner Hour, which is in India that can help. It's an app for mental health. Otherwise, there is Mind House, there is Calm Sage. There's a lot of other apps that you can use that can help you calm down, and they have a lot of things in it. Then, if you need serious help or your students need help, you can call iCall. Or Vindrwala Foundation Helpline. These are the numbers you can use. There's also Asra. So these are the things you can use as a if you need serious help. So what felt relatable? What will you take back to your school? These are my ending questions. Then you can ask me question if you want. Otherwise, we are pretty much done. Thank you everyone for taking part. Do self-check every day. Well done. Thank you guys. Thank you for being so engaging. Made my work easier. If you want me to do any other workshops, please suggest. Then I can put together something. I can do procrastination. I can do emotional literacy. I can do what else? I can do. Well, you guys tell me what you need. I'll put something together. Yes, you will. All who have attended will get a certificate, right, Reshmiji?
Yeah, the thing is that I will have to share a feedback form. Those who will fill the feedback form will get the certificate. We prepare it and send it by mail. There is no link that you can download the certificate from there. So please fill the feedback form and fill it correctly so that there are no, because correction is very difficult to do once the certificate is made. And it will take few days to reach you because there are a lot of many participants and we prepare manually and give the send you by email. So that is the one thing and that I wanted to share. Thank you so much, Mohit, for giving me this opportunity to speak about. And there were only two, three things which I wanted to share here. First thing is that uh, as I believe, the aim of education is to create happy people. Be happy and create happy people. What is the use of a word which is academically very acronym but full of miserable people, not able to live a happy life? So I actually follow a Buddhist philosophy, Nichiren Daishonin's Buddhism, and a part of Soka Gakkai International. It is a Japanese organization, and it means value creating a society. This means that they have a psycho-education system where they believe that the aim of education is to create happy people, happy students, and environment of a happiness in the school. They have from kindergarten to university level whole complete psycho-education system. Schools in many countries, university in Japan, USA, and other countries as well. In India also they have a college. Soka College of Art and Science for Women, that is in Chennai. So that's a wonderful education system. I really love that. And whatever we are doing and our government is looking for now, that very, resonate with the same thing. So I have always been trying to put all the principles I learned through Soka education into my school, my classrooms. And I'm really now want to thank you everybody so that those who have appeared, I will share the feedback form in the chat. Please do fill it. And I'm really grateful to Mohib who has taken out time and has actually done such a wonderful workshop. It was so amazing that I never wanted it to end actually. It was so beautiful. And as far as the other, like Mohib said, that you have to work on yourself. And the other thing which I want to share with you is that we have a group about stress, which where we have continuous meditation programs, heart to heart conversation programs that can actually bring, continuous work for your if ever you feel anything. And Mohib is always available. He said on Instagram, if you have any personal problem you would like to talk to him, you can actually speak to him over there, get in touch with him. He is a wonderful coach. I know many people and have reported me that he is really a wonderful coach. So these are the only two, three things I wanted to share with you. Here is the link to our WhatsApp group also. And I will just request everybody to please fill in the feedback form and fill it correctly. And I am so grateful to Mohib who conducting such a wonderful, amazing session. And I hope all of you might be feeling the same as I am feeling here. And I'm grateful to all of you for supporting me and us for creating this thing. Because as I told you in the beginning, it's our mission to help educators in their emotional well-being, and that is all. People are coming together for that. So over to Mohib back. Whatever you would like to say at the conclusion, or if nobody has put any question here. So I am unable to ask. Yeah, over to you, Mohib. Thank you so much.
No, I'm gonna stop sharing. So nothing much. I just wanted to say that when you care for the caregivers, everyone tries. So it's really key that caregivers can take care of each other and themselves while they take care of everybody else. And you all matter. Keep nurturing yourself and everybody else around. Thank you so much for being here and being so participative. And you can connect with me on Mohib, the Happiness Coach. And I have free sessions, no charges, so no worries. Thank you, everyone. Sorry, I took more time.
No. It was wonderful, Mohib. Actually, I know time is always less when we talk about certain things, and I hope, like me, everybody was willing that. Wish it could have been, 1 hour more for us to get so much of wonderful knowledge. I am again have shared the feedback link here. Please do fill the feedback form, because afterwards it is very difficult to cater to the emails what comes us to, we have attended the meeting. It's a ample time for you here to fill the feedback form. Immediately do it, and we will not be able to cater to your entertain your emails about the feedback forms, or about the certificate afterwards. So I'm again and again requesting you to please fill the feedback form, and those whosoever are willing to continue their journey for mental well-being, please can join the WhatsApp group. I have also shared the link for that. That is particularly for the stress removal and all these things. So thank you so much. I'm just staying here for few 2-3 minutes, so that people can note down that there is a link in the chat for feedback form. If you have not seen the link, I will again send the link. Please do that. Thank you so much, those who have already filled the form. And I'm really grateful that you all people joined us, supported us in our work, because whatever we do, if there are no people to support that, how, how mighty or how best the thing that can be, helpful that can be. But we need people to support that. So thank you so much. Yes, Mohit, final words to you. And I'm really grateful to you for such a wonderful session and helping us, coming to our aid all the time, us creating such
No,
a
thank
wonderful
you for
workshop.
having me. It's always a pleasure. I'm available. I'm already looking forward to the next workshop.
Thank you.
I think maybe you need to share the link again. Some people said they weren't able to fill the form.
Okay. Should I send that share again?
Share again.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that.
I think someone Neha.
Okay, you have shared. Yeah. Actually, there are a lot of chats, and then it happens that it goes up and down. It's difficult to find it out.
Please use the form, fill it up.
And please fill the all informations correctly. Check your spelling. Give your full name, especially your email ID, because I have experienced that sometimes, recheck your email ID. The typo errors may occur, and it bounces back, and very difficult sometimes to without any other connection that to how to reach out to you if your certificate does not reach to you because your email ID was not correct in the feedback form. So please recheck that your email ID is correct, your name of your institution, the address where your institution is, you have to share, please, so that we can have a complete certificate for you.
Thank you, Seema ji. Thank you, Santosh ji. Glad you liked it. Glad it was useful.
And we are on the social media also. We have our account on LinkedIn, on Facebook, Gyan Rashmi Training. And you please, we will share this detail there. And you please put our post there. Please, appreciate that, like that post so that many people can actually take benefit of these programs which we are actually presenting. And it's a really hard work for like Mohib, and we have other people also. But yes, Mohib is always, right hand kind of a person for us.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Renu is asking.
What?
Hi, Renu. Sure, I can do, no problem. Can you contact me on my Insta? Mohib, the happiness coach.
You write it down on the chat. I think you
I
can
can't,
write in
I
the chat.
can't, I
You
can't
can't?
type. No.
Okay, share. WhatsApp me your link. I will share in the chat. I do not know. Actually, this technicality, I myself do not know many of them. I just share the name, but you message me. I will share in the link.
It's just it's just like that. Mohib, the happiness coach.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's correct.
Okay. So I have typed the same thing, na? Mohib the happiness coach. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. As for the certificates, people, it will take some time. You will get via email. A lot of number of people are here. So to prepare these certificates will take some time, and we will try to do as early as possible for you. I know because everybody eagerly waits for the certificate, but still I cannot promise that within 1 or 2 days. But I can say okay, within this week, you will start getting, as they are being prepared, they will be sent simultaneously mailed to you. Thank you so much. I will appreciate your patience that it will reach you. People are still coming. What will we do to come?
Thank you so much. Yes, Anamika, I'm gonna listen to lo-fi song now. I'm searching. Thank you. Thank you so much. Absolutely. Absolutely. Connect with me on Instagram and we can schedule a session. No issues. Thank you, Rosie. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Anamika. Thank you, all of you, for participating and being so engaging. Really, as I said, made my work easier.
Wonderful, Rosie.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing and filling the feedback form. Still many people left. Kanchan, you have raised your hand. Do you want to say something? I'm allowing you to, you can unmute yourself now and share. You have raised your hand. Kanchan Chug.
Thank you, Sanjana. Thank you, Sanea. Sneh.
Neha.
Sneh Lata.
Neha.
You have to share. They are asking to share the link again. The
Okay.
form, the form.
Feedback form. I will share. Okay. Lots of chats actually. Form disappeared. Here again, I'm sharing the feedback form once again is there.
Thank you, Jayasmita.
We have lots of our programs on our website. You can check
Thank you, Anuradha.
and attend that also.
Thank you, Ekta. Thank you, Reena.
Thank you so much, Rupal. You can
Neeru.
suggest our topics also on that if you would like to have in future.
Yes, I told them also earlier.
Hmm.
Thank you, Rupal. Thank you, Shifali.
Thank you so much for joining uh, the WhatsApp group. The website name is Gyan Rashmi Training. I have shared www.gyanrashmitraining.com. Okay, thank you so much, Muhib.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. See
I'm
you
going to take
next
my
time.
leave now.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Take care. Bye. Thank you, everyone.